I've had the Osmo Action since it came out in 2019, and it's held up pretty well in the action camera market against the GoPro Hero 7, 8, and now 9. There have been creators who stopped using the Hero 9 because of its unreliability, and they've switched back to the DJI Osmo Action. Now, if you're like me, you want to keep getting the most out of your Osmo Action and future-proof it, even though the Osmo Action 2 might be coming out soon. So I've been shopping around for other accessories to keep this a long-lasting and fun camera, so let's see what I found. Welcome, I'm Chuck. Now, I already did a video about accessories for the DJI Osmo Action last year, so I wondered about this. As I get more into online video creation, how can I future-proof this so I can keep using it into the future? So what's stopping me? Well, I already have the GoPro 7, and when GoPro changed body styles and batteries, I was so glad I had bought some accessories for the 7 to keep it usable. I've used it for some of the videos I do on this channel, so with the Osmo Action, if DJI does the same, you can bet some of the older accessories might go away too. I also don't want to spend too much money because I like to get the most value out of my investments with these cameras. So I had to do my research. I had to take a look at some new ways to put a case on it, mount it, get great sound, light it up, and put it into an easy to carry case. As always, I'm not sponsored by any of these items that I found, but I put links to where I found them in the description below. So I went online looking for a good, sturdy cage. While I already showed you the PGYTech action camera cage for the Osmo Action, I thought, let's go a little more pro. Let's try a great, flexible, sturdy rig. And this is what I found. It's the SmallRig vlogging camera frame and cage. And like the PGYTech cage, this protects the Osmo Action in a sturdy cage because it's made of metal. It gives you access to the screen, ports, and controls. It also has padding on the inside so it doesn't scratch your Osmo Action. You also have cold shoe mounts on the top and on the side of the cage so you can mount lights and mics. And speaking of sound, you can use this with a Synova adapter for mics, and you still have access to the micro SD card. Because it's open, the onboard mics are still exposed, and there are 1/4-inch mount points on the top, sides, and the bottom of the cage, so there's lots of ways you can mount this thing. You can also access the lens from the front so you can change to ND filters for those outdoor cinematic sessions. Since I have lots of action camera mounts, I installed the included action camera mount onto the bottom. Now, if you film underwater, you might want to invest into a waterproof housing for the Osmo Action. Even though this camera has seals around the battery and ports, like most rubberized seals, you have to make sure they're seated firmly to prevent water from leaking inside. They also may wear out over time. And I've seen some online posts about the camera getting waterlogged, and so it's not a bad investment, especially if you're shooting in the water all the time. Now, while I don't film in water much, I've linked one in the description below. But now let's take a look at how to mount the Osmo Action and the SmallRig cage so it's easy to carry with a multi-purpose grip. Now, like the GoPro, the Osmo Pocket has action camera mounts on its case, and the cage I showed you has some too. Because of that, I recommended the PGYTech tripod grip. It's lightweight, portable, and packable. But you know what? It's also small. If you want to move into vlogging shots, talking headshots, and food reviews, you might want a tripod grip that also gets good height too. I highlighted this before, and it's the Ulanzi MT16 tripod grip, and it's a good multi-purpose grip. It extends out for those wider shots. It's great as a tabletop or desktop tripod, and you can tilt your camera for vertical videos for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikTok, and it's lightweight for travel. It comes with the action camera mount, but since you also have the 1/4-inch mounts on the SmallRig cage, you can just use that instead. So we have a multi-purpose cage, a good tripod grip, and so I started looking for good sound options for the Osmo Action. Now, in order to have external mic options for the Osmo Action, you need to use the Synova audio adapter. And we talked about this in my previous accessories video, so I already had this installed onto the Osmo Action. Since this camera can do wide shots, you can use it for vlogging and even interviews. And you can't go wrong with wireless. So like last time, I still recommend the Rode Wireless Go. When you're vlogging on the go, you can always mount the original Rode Wireless Go receiver onto the SmallRig cage and wear the wireless mic. But if you need two mics, you can always use the newer Rode Wireless Go 2, which has one receiver and works with two wireless mic units. Now, the best thing about the Rode wireless systems is it lasts long and it has all the USB charging cables you need. And just like the original Wireless Go, you can also hook into a wired lavalier mic of choice, and you can put that into the wireless mic units. Now, speaking of lavalier mics, since you have the Sinova adapter plugged into the Osmo Action, you can skip the wireless system and just plug in a wired lavalier like the Purple Panda mics I still use. They come with long enough cables for using this for a vlogging mic and the TRS adapters, so they will work with a Sinova adapter. Now, both the Rode Wireless Go and the Purple Panda lavalier mics were in the previous video, and they still hold up to the affordable and long-lasting choice, and they're also the mics I still use exclusively on this channel. Now, the other option I've used too is the Rode Video Micro. It's about $60, and it's been a standard vlogging mic you've probably seen here on YouTube. It picks up great sound, the mount is shockproof so you don't pick up movement as you vlog, and it also has a nice dead cat wind muff. Now, while I've used this a few times, for a camera the size of the Osmo Action, it's just too big. It's bigger than the Osmo Action, so I've only used this mic on my A6400 while on the go for other outings. Now, we talked about lighting using the Lume Cube, which is very flexible, waterproof, and rechargeable. The only thing is, for small units, they're expensive and a bit heavy. While I still use them, I found a more flexible and cheaper set of lights. And these are the Ulanzi VL49 RGB LED units. They're about $30. So for about the price of one Lume Cube 2.0, I was able to buy 3 of these. So why 3? Well, if you set up a small studio on the go, you can use one as a key light and then use the other 2 as colored lights for the background. Now, I usually carry one, and like the Lume Cubes, they're rechargeable, cheaper, and they also are adjustable for various white settings, brightness, and can be used for colored accents. So we talked about a durable cage, a good tripod mount, sound options, and lights. So how do you carry all this? Well, here's what I found. It's actually a gimbal bag. It's the PGYTech gimbal bag, and it's only $22. While this has been made for small gimbals, I found it also works for the small Osmo Action setup like this. Once you adjust the strap, you just tie it off so it stays the way you like it, because the strap buckle, it's pretty loose, so that's how I keep it from getting loose while traveling. Now, you can store the camera in the inner pocket, all your accessories, filters, and extra batteries inside the big zippered pocket, and on the small outer zippered pocket, you can put the cables and lavalier mic. So, like my GoPro, these accessories will work as this Osmo Action continues working for me on the road and for shooting video on this channel. It will be my all-in-one kit to take me further into the future, since it still shoots great video, so my search, it's over. And the great thing too, it can fit into a backpack or my travel tote. So have you found any cool accessories for your Osmo Pocket? Send me a message down below and check out the links for the stuff I mentioned in this video. Now, if you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up below and consider subscribing. Also, while you're here, check out these videos right here. Thanks for watching.